In February of 2022, the world watched as Russia launched an invasion into Ukraine. It was a move that shocked the world, and one that signaled the start of a conflict that continues to this day. Despite expectations of a swift victory, Russia's military campaign evolved into a protracted and devastating conflict, resulting in a significant loss of life and widespread destruction. As the conflict persisted, international entities like the United Nations and the European Union stepped in, attempting to mediate diplomatic negotiations. These talks aimed to address the underlying grievances and territorial disputes between Russia and Ukraine, hoping to broker a peaceful settlement that respects both nations' sovereignty. The international community also considered economic sanctions and diplomatic pressure on Russia. These sanctions aimed at key sectors of the Russian economy, such as energy exports and financial transactions, in the hopes of compelling the Kremlin to reconsider its military aggression. There were also attempts to broker a ceasefire agreement between the warring parties to halt the violence temporarily and allow humanitarian aid to reach the most affected areas. However, these ceasefire agreements proved to be fragile and short-lived, underscoring the challenges of achieving lasting peace in the region. But the conflict had another dimension, a more dangerous one. Russia's threats of nuclear war added a layer of fear and uncertainty, raising fears of catastrophic consequences not just for the region but for the world. In summary, the resolution of the conflict in Ukraine hinges on several factors: diplomatic efforts, economic pressure, and international cooperation. It requires all parties involved to engage in meaningful dialogue and compromise. However, the complexity of the situation and the geopolitical interests at play make the road to peace long and fraught with challenges. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine is a complex and ongoing issue, one that has tested the resolve of nations and pushed the boundaries of international diplomacy. Yet as long as the will for peace exists, there remains hope that a resolution can be found.